Welcome back to the channel Stamps Old World UK, a place where history, paper, and value all meet in one tiny square. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most powerful and iconic classic postage stamps ever issued by the United States, a stamp that represents the high face value era of early American postal history and continues to attract collectors and investors from all over the world even today. The stamp you are looking at is a 90-cent United States postage stamp from the 19th century, printed in a deep blue color and featuring a formal engraved portrait in the center. During the time this stamp was issued, 90 cents was an extremely high denomination, intended mainly for heavy parcels, overseas mail, and bulk commercial correspondence. Ordinary people rarely used stamps of this value, which already makes surviving examples far less common than low-value issues like 1 cent or 3 cent stamps. What makes this stamp truly special is its age, its engraving quality, and its role in early global communication. In the mid-19th century, stamps like this helped connect continents, businesses, and governments. Each one was printed using classic line engraving techniques, giving the stamp sharp detail, strong character, and a timeless appearance that modern stamps simply cannot replicate. This craftsmanship is one of the reasons collectors remain so passionate about classic stamps today. Now, let us talk about the most important question everyone asks. What is the market value of this stamp today in United States dollars? The answer depends heavily on condition, authenticity, margins, color strength, and whether the stamp is used or unused. A used example with average condition, visible cancellation marks, and normal wear can typically sell today anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000. If the stamp has clear margins, strong color, and a light cancellation, the value can rise significantly. An unused example of this stamp is much rarer and far more valuable. If it is unused but without original gum, prices range from $5,000 to $15,000 depending on overall quality. If the stamp is unused with original gum, well-centered and certified as genuine, market values can exceed $50,000, and in exceptional cases with premium condition, prices can climb even higher at major international auctions. Another critical factor in value is authenticity. Because of the high price and prestige of this stamp, it has been widely forged over the years. Serious collectors always rely on expert certificates from recognized philatelic authorities before buying or selling. A genuine stamp with proper certification will always command a much higher price and sell faster in the market than an uncertified example. The condition of the paper also matters greatly. Tears, thin spots, heavy creases, faded color, or repaired areas can reduce value dramatically. On the other hand, crisp paper, rich blue color, clean edges, and balanced margins can turn an already rare stamp into a true showpiece. This is why two stamps that look similar at first glance can have a price difference of tens of thousands of dollars. From an investment perspective, classic high-denomination stamps like this have shown long-term stability. While short-term market fluctuations exist, top-quality examples have consistently held value over decades. Collectors view these stamps not just as collectibles, but as historical financial artifacts that represent an era of global communication and economic growth. For collectors in the United Kingdom and around the world, this stamp also holds international importance. It reflects the early postal relationships between nations and the cost of sending mail across oceans at a time when communication was slow, expensive, and precious. Owning a stamp like this is like holding a small piece of world history in your hands. If you are new to stamp collecting, this stamp represents a goal, a dream piece that many collectors aspire to own one day. If you are an advanced collector, it's a benchmark issue, a stamp that defines quality, rarity, and prestige. Whether you own one or simply admire it, understanding its story and value deepens your appreciation for the hobby. Next up, the most famous and instantly recognizable stamps in the entire history of philately, a stamp that even people outside the hobby have heard about. The legendary United States 24-cent airmail stamp, featuring the Curtis Jenny airplane. This stamp was issued in 1918, during the early days of airmail service in the United States. Aviation itself was still new, risky, and exciting, and the idea of transporting mail by airplane was revolutionary. The design of this stamp celebrates that moment in history, showing a detailed engraving of the Curtis JN-4 aircraft, commonly known as the Jenny, flying proudly across the stamp. The red frame and blue airplane create a bold and memorable color combination that immediately catches the eye. What makes this stamp world famous is not just its design, but a historic printing error that changed philately forever. During production, one sheet of 100 stamps was accidentally printed with the airplane upside down. This error created what we now call the inverted Jenny, the most iconic error stamp ever discovered. Only one sheet was found, meaning only 100 genuine examples exist, making it one of the rarest and most valuable stamps on Earth. Even normal, correctly printed examples of the 24-cent Jenny stamp are highly collectible today. A used example in average condition with a visible cancellation can sell in today's market for around $200 to $600 US. A well-centered, unused example without gum may reach $1,000 or more depending on quality. An unused example with original gum, strong color, and clean perforations can sell for several $1,000s. Now let us talk about the inverted Jenny itself and its market value today in US dollars. Because of its extreme rarity and legendary status, prices are on an entirely different level. A single genuine inverted Jenny stamp today typically sells for between $1 million and $2 million, depending on condition, centering, and historical significance. Exceptional examples with famous ownership history have sold for even higher amounts at major international auctions. Condition plays a massive role in value. Some inverted Jennies have small faults, light creases, or hinge marks, while others are in remarkably fresh condition for their age. The better the condition, the higher the price. Even the lowest quality genuine inverted Jenny is still worth more than most houses, which shows just how powerful this stamp is in the collector world. Authentication is absolutely critical with this stamp. Because of its value, it has been widely forged, altered, and faked for over a century. Every genuine example is carefully documented, numbered, and certified by top philatelic experts. Any collector or investor should never consider purchasing one without proper certification and provenance. Beyond money, this stamp represents the excitement of early aviation, human error, and the unexpected moments that create history. A simple printing mistake turned a regular airmail stamp into the most famous stamp ever produced. It reminds collectors why philately is not just about paper, but about stories, chance, and discovery. For collectors around the world, including here in the United Kingdom, the Jenny stamp symbolizes the peak of stamp collecting. It is often the first rare stamp people learn about and the one that sparks lifelong interest in the hobby. Even owning a normal 24-cent Jenny is a proud achievement, while seeing an inverted Jenny in person is an unforgettable experience. Next up, the most important and respected stamps ever issued by the United States, the 12-cent black postage stamp featuring George Washington, a stamp that stands as a symbol of early American engraving excellence and postal heritage. This stamp was issued in the 19th century, during a period when stamp design was taken extremely seriously. The portrait of George Washington is deeply engraved with remarkable precision, surrounded by an ornate frame that reflects the artistic standards of the era. Unlike modern stamps, which are often mass-produced with simplified designs, this stamp was created using traditional steel engraving, resulting in fine lines, rich texture, and a sense of depth that collectors greatly admire today. The 12-cent denomination was not a casual, everyday stamp at the time. It was mainly used for heavier domestic mail and certain international postal rates, which means it was produced in lower quantities compared to common 1-cent or 3-cent issues. This already gives the stamp a level of scarcity that increases its appeal among collectors and investors alike. When we look at the market value of this stamp today in United States dollars, condition once again plays a major role. A used example with a clear cancellation, average margins, and no major faults typically sells in the range of $300 to $800. If the stamp has wide margins, strong black color, and an attractive cancellation, the price can rise to over $1,000. Unused examples are far more valuable and much harder to find. An unused 12-cent black stamp without original gum may sell today for $2,000 to $5,000 depending on quality. An unused example with original gum, good centering, and expert certification can easily exceed $10,000, and premium examples can go significantly higher at auction. From a historical point of view, this stamp represents the foundation of American postal identity. Featuring the first president of the United States, it reflects national pride, stability, and the importance of communication in a growing nation. For collectors outside the United States, including here in the United Kingdom, this stamp is admired for its craftsmanship and its role in global postal history. As an investment, classic Washington issues have proven to be reliable over time. While they may not make headlines like error stamps, they offer steady demand, historical importance, and strong collector interest across generations. Many experienced collectors consider stamps like this to be the backbone of a serious classic collection. Thank you for spending your time with Stamps Old World UK. If you enjoy detailed stories about rare stamps, their history, and their real market value today, stay with the channel. In the world of stamps, beauty, history, and value often come together in the most remarkable ways.